LeVota to be the interim county executive. I am grateful for Phil for applying and wanting to step up and help lead here in Jackson County. This is an important time for the county. We've got a lot of neat issues, as we've talked about, taxes and stadiums that we will be dealing with. I also want to thank Mayor Barnes for her steady leadership over the last week and a half as the temporary county executive and willing to serve. And I think this was a little longer than she had planned, but this process worked. The government is moving forward here in Jackson County, and I'm going to turn it over to Mayor Barnes to say a few words.
Okay, thank you. It's good to be here with all of you and to acknowledge the process that the county legislature has gone through over the last few weeks. I think that what my observation is that it has been a very thoughtful process. It's been one that has been transparent. So I'm very impressed with the members of the legislature and know that they are looking forward to moving forward with the new interim county executive. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you Phil LeVota.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. My first comment to Mayor Barnes is I was going to be sworn in December, so she can stick around for a long time, and she didn't. Love that. I usually talk from the hip guy, but I wrote some notes down that I want to follow. I want to thank you, because I'm deeply honored by the confidence the county legislature has placed in me to serve as the county executive. And I want to thank the members of the legislature for their faith, their trust, and their dedication to the county. I also want to thank the people of Jackson County. Your voices, your work, and your expectations are what guides us. Today is about collaboration, not celebration. We have important work ahead, restoring the trust, improving services, and ensuring our government works transparently and effectively for every person. I look forward to working closely with our legislators, our employees, and our community partners to make the county stronger, more accountable, and more united. I am going to have a lot more to say in the future. The next goal for me is sitting down and putting together an administrative staff. I will share with you that Teresa Garza has decided and accepted to be the chief of staff, and I'm excited to have her come on board. Teresa has a long-time experience as a county legislator, being involved in the community, and certainly serves as a Raytown alderman. So getting Teresa on board, collaborating with the legislature, filling the positions, and starting on day one to work hard for this county. We are going to figure out if county executive Mayor Barnes will stick around till maybe Thursday to get sworn in, for me to get sworn in. I'm hoping she'll do that, so we can have some time to do some work before that. I'll take some questions, but I don't have a lot of answers right now.
You presented a huge packet.
Yes, sir. I'm not that guy. My thing just kind of had some policy issues. I do not have a time frame of days. I have a time frame of how long I'll be here, and it's going to be a year and a couple months. So I figure those 400 some odd days. I don't have a guideline of what, but I do have issues, and to anyone listening in Jackson County, be ready for some relief. The tax assessments told us they were a problem, and that's why we're here. So relief is coming.
Does that include firing Phil Kennedy?
That includes looking at everyone in county government and making sure they're doing everything they can to be effective in their position.
You didn't get the vote of 4 legislators today. How will you work with those 4 to convince them that you are the right person?
It's unfortunate. We're at a 5-4 split we've had before, but it's a new day. So I will reach out to them and reset. They might have some other issues they were dealing with to not vote for me. I hope they realize that I'm going to be a very effective county executive with them. I will work with each and every one of the county legislators. They've got great ideas. They're committed. They're dedicated to this community, and I want their input. And it doesn't work unless we have it.
How soon do you think you could see you start to work on those property tax assessments?
by next week, I hope to have something that I can tell you, here's the policy, here's what we're implementing, with some new staff and some new policies. I hope by next week.
Just to double down on that affidavit for not seeking a campaign for reelection, can you just put out to people what you said in the hearing that our whole audience may not have heard?
I've said in the hearing, I've said it for the last 3 months. I am honored to serve in this position, and I only will serve in this position till the end of the remaining term, until December of next year. I will not be a candidate for county executive for the 4-year term. I think it's very important for the interim to be focused on fixing what's gone wrong in the county executive's office and not campaigning. It takes away from it. I want to be laser focused on doing what I'm doing. So I have committed to that before publicly to a lot of people. I signed an affidavit. I'm not going to. I don't care who comes along and says, hey, you've done a great job. I'm not here to find the trappings of the position and think, oh, I want to do this. You will not hear me doing that, and I've committed that, and I want everyone to hold me to it, because it's just not going to happen.
So what do you say to folks who might see a conflict of interest? You helped with the recall election, getting a date on the calendar for that election as a lawyer representing some folks, and now you're taking the job of the person who's just recalled. Is that
Well, as a good question, but there's no conflict. Here's what I did. I'm a lawyer, and clients came to me and said, we have a legal problem. We think the charter says this. Will you represent us? Will you go to court and have the judge decide whether the election will happen on August 26th or November 4th? That was my job. I wasn't against Frank White. I wasn't against his recall. I was against the people of Jackson County having a right to go to the ballot box. Per the charter, 43,000 people signed, and there were people in this county that didn't want that to go to the ballot box. So that was my job as an attorney. I wasn't fighting for the job. I wasn't a candidate. So no, there's no conflict in that too. Being involved as their attorney, I was proud to do it.
What do you say to that, to the police report that's popped up on social media with your name from 2015 and county legislators who may be A, concerned that you shouldn't have the job, and B, voters of this county who are concerned you shouldn't be?
I say it's hogwash, and I won't even respond to it. Like I said in the meeting, it's dirty politics, and Jackson County has such a history of dirty politics, from our former county executive going to jail, this guy being voted out. People want this power, and they don't want someone like me that's independent. So they're going to create lies and fabrications. It's sad, and shame on that. And everyone, this lies and stuff that's been going around, ethical journalists have seen it, and they know what it is. And it's not an issue, and it never was an issue and never will be an issue.
Phil, you mentioned property tax assessments. There's also the jail, stadium issues. What other things are on your mind?
Could you stop with all those lists? It's daunting, but I'm excited about it. If I was on an island and going there by myself, I would be a little concerned. I have a great chairman here. I have a great legislature that are committed to the thing, and I've got some great county employees. Let's not ever think that the county executive, former county executive, of course not Mayor Barnes, was a bad actor and they voted him out. That doesn't mean all these people that come to Jackson County every day and work there are not great people and dedicated people. I worked in that courthouse for over a decade, and I know the people are committed to being good employees. So with them as my partner too, all of those and even more things, we're going to get done.
Did you mean to say independent? Are you classifying yourself as independent?
No, I mean independent of thought, and if I was all by myself, independent. I'm a Harry Truman Democrat. I'll tell you this, though. You're not going to find me jumping around with partisan issues in this position. I'm going to look for Republicans, Democrats to serve in my administration. Those issues, especially for me in a short time, we're just not going to have those. We're not going to have any partisan issues. I'm not going to be on any team fighting one way or the other.
What actions will you take to earn the trust of the 4 who did not vote for you today?
That's the best question I've had today. Reach out to them. Tell them I don't hold a grudge. They were clearly wrong by not voting for me, right? We know that. That's who you're supposed to laugh. There's humor to this thing, too. Oh, the camera people don't laugh. I say that facetiously, but I want to earn their trust by working with them. I want to earn their trust by being available to them all the time. I want them to come to me and say, here's a project that I didn't have any support for, too. What do you think? I expect to be held accountable to that from each of them. And you know what? I know them. I know them, and I know I'm going to earn that trust, and I know I'm going to be partners with them.
You
articulate again, Sammy had laid out some of the issues, articulate the issues that are most important for you to tackle, where you stand on them, what you think you can accomplish in your short time, less than a year and a half, and like what your limitations are. Never mind, stop.
Well, I just received a vote 7 minutes ago. I'm going to have a lot to say about all those issues, but tax assessment for sure, restoring confidence in the public that they are now, hey, things are getting done in Jackson County. Because it's been a rocky road. Will we vote this? Will we have an election? Will we vote him out? Who will replace him? And it's been turmoil. And we're going to take a deep breath, and we're going to get working on those. And I'll speak more specifically and clearly about all those things and my priorities. But tax assessment is why we're here. So fixing that is number one.
What do you think was about you that stood out compared to the other two people who were nominated?
I will, first of all, thank them for being nominated. They're some great people were nominated, and thank them for the dedication. I hope to think that my experience of being around, while I'm a known person to everybody. It's not like I'm a guy they just found out. And I think I had one legislator tell me, like, the governor knows you. You have a first name basis with the mayor. You're going to be able to start on day one working with the people that need to work with. So I think my experience, my personality of bringing people together, and my dedication. Betsy's got all the questions.
Well, it's not a clear question, because I'm kind of thinking about it as I'm asking. You've made it clear that you don't want to run in the November 2026. You don't want this position long-term. You're only taking it short-term. And I'm trying to process what kind of person does that, right? Because you can only have so much impact in this short period of time if you want to, well, yes. But
Yeah, I was going to say, we got one right here.
Right.
You want me to answer?
You want to accomplish certain things, but you may not be able to see them through. And so there may be people saying, I don't get it. Like, who in their right mind would do that?
You're right about who in the right mind would do it, but this is about a call to service. This is about restoring and transitioning to the people voting for someone. And I'm the guy to do that. I have the integrity and the ethics and the hard work and the collaboration to do it. It's like taking on a client. And as an attorney, I take on a client, and we figure out what our goals are, and we get it done. I'm not in it for the long haul. I think people that are going to run for this office need to be vetted, need to have the policy, and let the voters choose what it is. I think someone has to be here in the interim. And I know you're used to talking to politicians that are always running for governor, and I get that. But I'm just not that. I think at the time is you need someone that's going to do the job and not worry about running for office.
One quick follow-up to that. Since you have been appointed and you haven't been elected by the people, are there any issues that you plan to stay hands-off on and leave those for the executive who is elected by the people?
Well, I disagree with you. I have been elected by the people because the people have voted for each of these 9 legislators to make the decisions. They elected them to vote on the budget, and they vote on the budget. So this is an election of the people of Jackson County. They have elected me. Second of all, I guarantee I will look at some of the policy issues and change and think, should I do this or save it for the next person? That's something I'm going to take into effect for sure. I don't know what those are, but yeah, I definitely I don't want to bite off some big policy issue and leave it for the next person. Maybe it's their choice to do.
You mentioned that some folks asked you to run before Frank was recalled. Now, not all of them are going to agree with all of your actions now that you're a county executive. How will you respond to those who have helped get you to this place but are now just part of your larger constituency?
Well, Legislator Marshall Smith asked that question, and it was a good one. She had one question good and one question wasn't good. But the question that she asked is a good one. Like, you've got people that have asked you to run, and they have interests. So how are you going to jive with that? Are they going to be in your ear, or is anyone else? And those people who ask me know me, and they know that they don't have influence on me other than everyone else that would have influence. And I'm going to listen to them, and I'm going to listen to everyone. And I'm going to get input and advice from people, and I'm then going to make my decision. But there's nobody driving this train with me.
Phil,
Yes, sir.
you've got 14 months. You've got a lot to do. Surely the Royals and Chiefs appreciate that fact. They need stability and somebody to talk to. Where do you find the room to get that going and get something done in that amount of time with all this other stuff as well?
I think the room's already there. I think that the people that need to make those decisions already know me and are ready to talk. And we know what's stalled with these teams is the lack of anyone in the county executive office. This legislature's been supportive of it. The city has been supportive of it. The state legislature passed a funding of 50%. So we have the state legislature, the governor, are ready to get a partner. And I want to be that partner with this legislature and get all of our people together and talk to the teams. And let me tell you something. I want the Chiefs and Royals to stay in Jackson County. How many times do I say that out loud? I want them to stay, and I will do everything I can to stay. But they also have to stay for a good reason. It has to be something that a community benefit. We're not just writing a blank check to the Royals and Chiefs, and I'm confident that they understand that too. It was a pounding on their microphone too. That's not good, is it? I'm confident that the Chiefs and Royals understand that, and they're ready to have a conversation with us.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Can you just answer a logistical question first,
Sure.
if you don't mind? So we were talking about a Thursday swearing in. Do you know any specifics of when we're going to actually have temporary county executive Barnes out and
Yeah.
interim county executive?
We're
LeVota?
working to finalize those plans. We'll send something out. My office will send something out tomorrow. All right, thank you. Thanks, guys.